Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle for the day. And remember, this is easy according to Logic Masters Germany, which is a website that's devoted to a lot of different variants of puzzles in general. And there's a lot of really good variant Sudoku solvers on there, so this is considered easy by their standards. Which may not conform to your standards. So take that with a grain of salt, I guess. And this is today's puzzle called High Low by the Bard. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 in each row, column, and box. Crop key dots. Digits separated by a white dot have a difference of 1. Digits separated by a black dot have a ratio of 2 to 1. So for example, if this was a 3, this would have to be 2 or 4. If this black dot were a 2, this would have to be a 1 or 4 because it has to maintain a 1-2 ratio. High-low lines. Digits on each individual line either are only high digits, which is 5 through 9, or low digits, which are 1 through 5. The 5 can be on either line. So if you have a high digit, so this is either all high digits, which is 5 through 9, or all low digits, which is 1 through 5. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so let's start coloring these things then. So these three are a certain color. We'll just make it or pink. The consecutive one of them, so if one of them's 5, it can't be pink. So we're going to label the other one yellow. So one of these is yellow, and it could be 5 too. There also could be a 5 here. There are 3 pinks, so this has to be the opposite, right? There's 3 yellows here. Even if one of these were 5, there would still be 2 pinks, and then you'd have 5 pinks possible. So this has to be yellow, which means this is also yellow. This is consecutive too, so both of these have to be pink. There cannot be a 5, therefore this has to be pink, which means all of these are pink, right? We don't, okay, so this one, so either this is a 5, so now we know all of these, there are 5 pinks in box 6. Because there are 5, that means it includes the 5, therefore the rest have to be yellow. So that's yellow. In addition, we know this is a yellow, and this is it. These are, all 3 of these are yellows, because we have a 5 and nothing else. Okay. Whatever this is, this has to be the opposite. This is in a 1 to 2 ratio. Okay, so we don't... Okay, so this is pink. This could be yellow, but if it's yellow... Okay, so this cannot be yellow then. Say this was a yellow, right? Then this would also have to be yellow because it's going from pink to yellow. I guess it could be a 5. So this is either a 5 or it has to be a pink. Because if it were a yellow... Okay, so we have 5 pinks here, which means this is a yellow. So 5 has to be either... 5 is in one of these spots. So if this is 5... okay, so whatever this is has to be opposite of this. Right? In addition, we have 3 here, so this cannot be light gray, so this also has to be dark gray, which means this is dark gray. These two are consecutive. We have 1 pink and 1 yellow. which means the dark gray is one of those two. Because of that, these two cannot be the same as, cannot be dark gray, right? Because we know one of these is dark gray. There's two already, so that would be 3 dark gray, and if there's 2 dark gray here, that would not work. So this has to be light gray, which means this is dark. So this is either dark or a 5. So this is a dark, and it could be a 5. One of these is gray. We don't know which, though. Okay, so this is 2. This is 2. Huh, interesting. So this could be a 5. Any of these could be 5s. If this is 3 yellows, this would have to be a 5. So if this is 3 yellows, there would be 5 yellows in row 5. So this would have to be the 5, which would mean this is a purple. Oh wait, these are all yellows also. Okay, so yeah, these have to be all yellows. Therefore, we have purples here, which means the 5 could be any of these. So these are purple, which means these two are purple, which means this has to be a yellow. So the 5 cannot be here. The 5 has to be here then. Because this can't be 5 and this can't be 5. Therefore, this is a 5. There's a 5 here. This has to be low. One of these is a 5. We don't know which. There's a 5 along one of these too. So, but this is a 5. So since this can't be 5, this would have to be a 5, but that's not a 5. Therefore, this has to be the 5. Because we have 5 yellows here. So this is a 5, which means this is not a yellow, quote unquote. So all of these cannot be 5. So this can't be 5, which means this has to be a 5. So since this cannot be 5, this also has to be pink or it's a 5. We don't know which. So this is a 5. This is one of the numbers. We don't know which. This is yellow. This is yellow. So this cannot be yellow. Therefore, this is pink. So this is pink or 5. This has to be yellow, which means this has to be 5. So this cannot be pink. This is yellow also. So that's all the yellows here. So these have to be pink. Since this is pink and this is pink and this is pink, this cannot be pink, right? There's 3 pinks already, and there's a 5 already. So this cannot be pink. So light gray has to be the yellow. And then dark gray has to be pink. So now we have all the pinks. This can't be 5. Therefore, this has to be 5, which means this cannot be 5. That is the pink. Therefore, this is the 5. The rest have to be yellow. So this is yellow. That's 4 yellows. Therefore, in column 1, we know there's only pinks left. This is pink. Therefore, one of these is 5. One of these is 5. This is consecutive. So this is either yellow or it's a 5. We don't know which. And this one we don't know. So we have 4 pinks. This is either pink or it's a 5. So we have now 5 pinks. So this cannot be 5. This is a yellow. This has to be pink then. And a 5. So the 5 cannot... Okay, well, it has to be a 5 then. This has to be the 5. That can't be 5. This can't be 5. This can't be 5. Therefore, this is the 5. So that's not pink. This has to be yellow, which forces these to be yellow. Actually, we sort of already knew that. This has to be a 5. And since this is a 5, that means there's 2 yellows here, which means these have to be yellow. So this is yellow and this is pink. So we have 4 pinks already, so this has to be yellow. We have 4 yellows in box 7. This has to be pink. And we don't. So this is one yellow and one pink, and we don't know which is which. Oh, wait, yeah, this has to be one yellow and one... Well, okay, so yeah, we don't know which is which. This is pink and pink. This is yellow and yellow, 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 yellow. We have a 1-to-2 ratio, a 1-to-2 ratio. The only one that fulfills that, though, it would be 3, 6, and 4, 8, right? So this is 3, 4, 6, and 8. This is 3, 4, 6, and 8. These are the same, so this would have to be 1, 2, and 4. Therefore, the 2 has to be here. Therefore, the yellow is low. The pink has to be high. So therefore, this is not 3 and 4. This is not 6 and 8. This is not 3 and 4. This is 3 and 4. This is not 6 and 8. So these are all high. This is a 2 with 1 or 4. This is also low. So it could be, this is also, could be, if this is 2, this has to be 1 or 3. If this is 1, that doesn't work. So this cannot be 1. If it's a 4, this could be 3 and 2. So that would work. These are consecutive. So this is a low. This has to be 4. This is 6. This is 7. This is 8. Because it's consecutive. These are consecutive, so it cannot have a 9. So this has to be, this is a 5-9 combination, which makes this 6 and 7. So this is 8 and 9. This has to be 6, 7, and 8, which forces this to be 9. This is 6. We have 1, 2, 7, and 9. So this is 1 or 2. This is 1 or 2. This is 1, 2, 3, so this cannot be 5, right? And this is 7 and 9. Oops. This is 7 and 9. This is 6 and 8. That can't be a 6 because of this 6, so this is an 8. This is a 6. The 8 has to be here. This has to be 7 and 9. So we have 7 and 9. This is 7, 8, 9. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. This becomes 7, 9. This has to be 6 or 8, which is consecutive, so it has to be 6. So this is 8. This is 7. This is 6. This is 4. Wait, 4. This is 6. I did it again. This has to be 6. This is 3. This is 4. This can't be 3, so we have 1 and 2. This has to be 4 and 5, so this makes this 3. This has to be 1 and 2 also. This is 1 or 2, so this is 3. This is 1 or 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. These are consecutive, though. So the 2 has to be one of these. The 3 also has to be one of these. This can't be 3, so therefore this has to be the 3. Which makes this 2, which makes that 1. So this is 4. So this can't be 4. This can't be 6. This has to be 1 now, so that's 2. This is 4. This can't be 6. These are consecutive, but this is 1 or 2. But the thing is, we need a 4. So this is 4. Wait. This doesn't work. Uh-oh. Okay, I messed up somewhere. I don't know where. Okay, let's restart right now. Let's do this again. Okay, so this, make that light gray. So the rest has to be dark gray, right? This is also something different. And so let's make this, we'll make this, don't want to make it orange. Which one did I make this? I think I made this, yeah. I think I made that pink, if I remember correctly. This is yellow. This cannot be light gray, so that has to contain a dark gray, and there could be a 5 there. So this is dark gray, dark gray. These two are consecutive, and they must be the same color. We know the dark gray is here, therefore this must be light gray, and this must be dark, because we have to have 3 of each, and these are different colors. So these are all yellow. This is consecutive, so this is either pink or it's a 5. Maybe that's where I messed up. I don't know if I messed up there. Anyways, if this is all pink, that kind of works. We don't know. Okay, so this is dark. Okay, so these two are consecutive. So one of them's either a 5. Actually, we don't even know. This is consecutive. This is either dark or it's a 5. We don't know which. This is 3 that are all the same. There could be 2 at most. This could actually be... Okay, no, this cannot be yellow. So if this was a 5, and this was yellow, yellow, this would have to be yellow, yellow, and then you had a 5 yellow. So this cannot be a 5. Okay, so that's... So this is either pink or it's a 5. We don't know which. And this could be pink or yellow. We don't know which. So this has to be consecutive. This could be a 5 though too. So one of these is one color. One of these is the other color, right? Because you have 3 here. So I guess we're gonna make green and orange. So this is orange and this is green. But one of these 2 colors is the pink. So that means the rest have to be yellow. So this is all yellow. This could be yellow, but it's consecutive with... Okay. This is 1 of each. This is 2 of 1. Okay, so this is at most 1 yellow, but it could be 1 yellow. This is consecutive. If this was 2 green, if this was a green with a 5, then you would have 4 greens. So it cannot be green. This has to be orange. Which means we have 4 here, and then 1 of each here. Which means this must be orange also. And which means this must be orange. Again, and this is orange. So the orange, this has to be green, which means both of these are green. Actually, that's not... Yes, because this is low. This is whatever green is. So therefore, this has to be 2 greens, which means this can't be green. This is an orange. This cannot be 5 here because the 5 is here. Therefore, this has to be 5. Yellow, this is orange. Therefore, yellow has to be here. Yellow cannot be green. So green is not yellow. Green has to be pink. Orange has to be yellow. Which means there's a 5 along here in the pinks, but this can't be 5, therefore this is 5. Yep, we have the same logic, so this can't be 5. Therefore, one of these is 5, which means that can't be 5, right? So this has to be the 5. This cannot be 5. That has to be 5, so this can't be 5. This has to be 5. Okay, so we're at the same spot again. Okay, this is 5, so this is not a pink. Oops. This is not a pink. This is not a yellow. We have 4 yellows. This is a 5 along with it. We have 2 blacks. We don't know what that is. This is 2 pinks and 2 yellows. Actually, we don't know if that's a pink, right? So this is a 5, this is a 5. There's 1 more yellow here. We don't know which. If this is a black, it's 2 consecutive blacks, so this cannot be black. This has to be gray. But one of them could be 5. We don't know which. This is gray, so... Right, this cannot be 5. It could be gray or black depending on which one. Yeah, I think the mistake was here. Anyways, let's continue. This is 2 pink. So if that's 5, it could be something else, right? So that's one issue. Okay, let's have different colors again. So we're gonna make this green. This has to be orange then. This is orange with any of these could be 5. So that could be 5. So this is not guaranteed an orange, right? So this is green. We know that this is green. One of these could be 5. So there has to be some transition of 5 in one of these slots. We just don't know which. Right? Yeah, this was also probably problematic. This has to be orange also. But this one we don't know because there's a 5 somewhere along there. Okay, so if this is a 5, that means this has to be pink. And this would be yellow. If this is not a 5, that's a pink. This could be pink, pink. But then... Oh, it could be. Okay. We don't know anything about this, then. That's not good. Okay, so this we don't know, technically. This one we don't know. Yeah, I made some assumptions there that were wrong. What else? These are consecutive, these are consecutive. Hold up. I think the assumption I'm making with 5 is not necessarily correct. Let's make sure we're really on point here. Okay. So this has to be 4 of the same, and this has to be 4 of the same. So we're guaranteed this. This has to be 4 of the same because there's a 5. And this has to be 4 of the same because we have a 5. Now this has to be dark gray with some of them potentially being 5. So, but specifically this could be 5. But we know this one specifically is dark gray because it has to be with that and cannot be 5. Therefore, we have 2 highs. These are the same no matter what, and this is different for each one. So therefore, this has to be light gray, and this is dark gray, or medium gray, I guess. This is dark gray. Now, this could be dark, again, this is dark gray, but this is dark gray, or it could be 5. We just don't know, right? So we have dark gray, light gray. Therefore, this is pink. This is either pink or 5. But if this is 5, this would have to be yellow. But then this would have to... Oh, this could be 5. This actually still could be 5 then. Okay, so... This could technically... Oh, this cannot be pink, right? If this is pink, if this is 4 pinks, that would be 6 pinks with a 5 possible, but then that's not possible. So this has to be yellow. Okay, so that logic still works. And then we have 3 yellows at least here. One of them could be a 5, but then that would leave 2 yellows, and then this could not be yellow. So this is pink. This is pink. Therefore, we know One of these is a 5. These have to all be yellow now. And this has to be yellow because we already have 5 pinks in box 6. So this is a 5, or this is a 5, because none of these 3 could be 5. These could be 5 also. This is a yellow, right? It cannot be 5, so this has to be yellow, which means we have 5 yellows. Okay, so this is all correct. This has to be pink. The 5 has to be here, so this is 5 in one of these two, right? So this is a high, which means one of these is, or not high, a pink, which means one of these, both of these have to be pink, which means one of these is 5. Okay, I see where I kind of make the mistake. Okay. I don't think this is a correct assumption to make this as a 5. One of these is a 5. We just don't know which. And one of these is a 5. We just don't know which. So this could be many things. Okay, so that was actually an unsafe assumption. Oh, but this is 4 yellows, so this cannot be a 5. Oops. This cannot be a 5, which means this has to be the 5 here. Okay, so then this assumption still is correct. This is pink or it's a 5. We don't know which. And this could be either. So this has to be a 5. This has to be the 5 because there's no other 5 possible for box 6. So we can remove the coloring here, the coloring here. The 5 has to be one of those 3. This cannot be, so this is either 5 or this is pink. We just don't know which. One of these is 5. Okay, so this has to be yellow. So we have 2 yellows here, which means this is pink. So this has to be yellow. This has to be yellow, which forces this to be the 5. So this cannot be pink. This is not pink anymore. This is any of them. This has to be pink or it's a 5. So we have 4 yellows, which means this is all pink. And since we have all pinks here, we have 1, 2, 3 pinks. So the light gray cannot be pink. This has to be the dark gray has to be the pink. So this is pink. The light gray is the yellow. So again, we have the same rules. Therefore, this has to be the same low or high, and it cannot be 6 and 8 to be there. So this yellow has to be low, and pink has to be high. So this is all correct. We just made some bad assumptions somewhere. So this has to be 1 to 2 because 3 doesn't work, or 2 to 4. So this is 1, 2, or 4. So this is 1, 3, or 4. This is 1, 3, or 4. Highs have to be here. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9. So this has to be high, which makes this 6. This is 4. This is 7. This is 8. This is 9. This is low. So we got 1, 2, 3 here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This can't be 4. This can't be 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. But this can't be 4, so this has to be 4, which means neither of these are 4, which means this has to be 4. So that's a 2. And this could be 1 or 3. So this is 1, 2, or 3. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. This has to be blue. Like, so all of these are blue. And all of them could be 5. These are both red. One of these is 5. We just don't know which. This is consecutive, so either this is 5 and that's a red. We just don't know that information. This can, okay, so we have 5 reds here, so this has to be 5, which means this cannot be 5. Therefore, these are all low. Because those are all low, this has to be high. This has to be high. This has to be low now, which means the 5 cannot be here. That cannot be 5. Therefore, this is the 5. This can't be 5. We don't know what this is actually then. So this is low, low. It could be a 5 here. But cannot be 5 there because of this 5. Therefore, this is low. Therefore, this has to be the 5. So the 5 is one of these. The 5 is one of these. This could be low. Actually, but it could be 5 too. We don't know. So this is high or low. This is 6 or 8. This is 3 or 4. That's the bad assumption I made. So this is 1 through 4. This cannot be 2 or 3. This is 1 or 3. So this could, if this is 3 and that's 4, this doesn't work because that's, yeah, so this has to be 2. So this is 2 with 1 or 3 then. So this can't be 2. This can't be 2. This has to be 4. Which means this is 4. So this has to be 3 and 4. Right? There has to be a 4 here. So this becomes 1 and 2. So this can't be 2. This is a 3. This is a 4. This is an 8. This cannot be 3. This cannot be 8. This cannot be 3. This is 1 or 2. Can't be 2 because of this 2. Therefore, this is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 1. This is 3. This is 1. This is 3. This is 1. This is 4. This becomes a 2-3 pair because of that. This is a 1. This becomes also a 2-3 pair because of that. This is 2, 3, or 4, or 5. So we need, actually we don't even know. This could be high, yeah, so this is 6, 7, 8. This has to be a 5, 9 pair. This is 1, 2, or 3. This is consecutive. So this has to be 6, 7. This has to be 8, 9. This is consecutive. Okay, so this is 6. We have 7, 8, 9, and 5 here. So this is 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. So this could be 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 7, 8, 9. This can't be 8 because of this 8. This is 6, 7, 8, or 9. That can't be 8 because of that 8. This is 6, 7, or 9. This can't be 1 because of this 1 now. So this is 2. This is 1. So this can't be 1. We have 6, 7, 9 here. If this is 9, this could be 8. It cannot be 8 and 9, so this can't be 9. 6 and 7 both can be there. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9. This has to have a 3. It's with 2 or 4, so this is 2 or 4. This could be either 1, 2, or it's 3, 6. Right? So it's 1, 2, or 3, 6. Hmm. 1, 2, or 3, 6. This is 2 or 3, so there cannot be a 2 or 3 here. So if this is 1, 2, this becomes 3, and this doesn't work, right? 1, 2 means that's a low. This would be 3. So this would have to be high. Therefore, this has to be 3 and 6, which makes this a 2. But where's the 1? The 1 has to be here, which makes this 3, that's 6, because these have to be the same high or low. This is 3, so this becomes 2, and this is 4, 5. That's 3 in the corner. This can't be 6. Therefore, we have a 7, 9, 7, 9 pair in box 9, which forces the 7 and 9 not to be there, which means this is an 8, this is a 6. This can't be 6, so this is 6. This can't be 6. This can't be 6. This can't be 1 or 2. This can't be 2. Oops. This can't be 2. This can't be 3. So it's 2, 4, 2, 4. This has to be a 3 because of the 2, 4, 2, 4 pair. Right. The 3 has to be with 2 and 4. So this is 4. This cannot be 4. This cannot be 3 here. This cannot be 6. So this is 7, which forces that to be 6. This is one of 8 or 9. So this cannot be an 8, 9 pair. Therefore, this can't be 9. This can't be 6. This has to have a 7. It's either 6, 7, or 7, 8. So this can't be 7. This can't be 6. This can't be 8. So the 8's one of those two, which we already knew. So these are low. This is a high. So that means we have 4 lows here, which means this has to be a low, not a 5. So this is the 5, which means that can't be colored. So this is 9. This is 5. These can't be 5. This has to be the 5. So we remove the 5 possibilities. No 5. This can't be 9. If this is 7, this is 6. If this is or 6 or 8, so this can't be 6. This cannot be 4, so it's a 2. This is a 4. This is a 3, a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 2. This can't be 9. So this is no longer red. We have all the 5s, I believe. So red and green, or red and blue. This can't be blue, so this has to be the red, which means this is blue. So this has to be the 1. Now we're just looking for a consecutive. So if this was 7, it cannot be 8 because that's there's only one possibility for 6 in row 5 or column 5, so it has to be here. Therefore, this has to be 6 and this must be 7 because it's consecutive. So this is 8. This has to be 6, which forces this to be 9, which makes that 8, 7, 9, 8. This is 7 and 6. This is 7 and 9, 8, 9. 7, 8. That's a 9. This is 8, 9, 7, 9, and 7. Sorry about the bad assumption I made. That means I had to retrace my steps, or just basically start over. Yeah, it's still a pretty easy puzzle. Again, be careful of making assumptions like what I did. It's just, yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the solve despite my mistake, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.